Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela, and welcome to March 2nd, 2025. So we are doing the World Event spread that I started doing every month. I was trying to do this video earlier because I was expecting a huge Amazon haul in the mail, and I didn't do it. I literally just got my Amazon haul, and I can tell you without certainty I'm so excited because some of these decks I thought were fake because I bought them so cheap. They are not. I bought one tarot deck for $7.95 on Amazon. As of yesterday, it was on sale. It is the real deal. So I'll get into that here later when I go through them. So now I have 4 videos to do on top of this one because I have 4 decks. Anyway, let's get into this. So as you can see, I've already pulled the cards. This is from this deck is from Five and Below. It was $5. Many moons ago I bought it. It's basically a pep deck, and then below that I pulled the Answer Oracle. It's one of my newer oracles, and it's Trickendale on Amazon. It's like $13-14. So I basically pull a spread. I do a meditation and pull a spread. I have not looked at them, so I'm anxious to see what this looks like because I've had some. It's the new moon was the 27th of February. I've been having crazy ass, murder, serial killer dreams since then. And it's just like, whoa. So let's see what this spread says because I've been a bit nervous. So for the first card, and I will post the link below where this spread came from. It came from, I don't remember. I'll tell you later. My brain is just fried. So the first question is, what is the next event that will affect the world? And we have the Five of Cups with decline, die, wither, be forgotten, or disappear. And it's interesting because the 2 dreams I had were about dying. One was a serial killer dream, and one was a doctor that was accidentally killing people. And I was next in line. I had crazy. But the Five of Cups is basically a card of, to me, it's a card of depression, of emotional upheaval. And it also, to me, I was thinking this earlier. I was thinking if I get a water card, which is the cups is linked to water, then there could be extreme flooding this year coming because we've had, I don't know about anywhere else, but here we've had way more snow than we normally get. The ground is dry now because we've had 70-degree weather every day for the last 4 days. But in other places where they could still get snow potentially, I feel like there may be a fast melting there also that could cause flooding and other damage. And I've already felt that kind of in the dreams, even though the dreams were bloody and serial killery and whatever. So that's already feel like it's been coming through in my dreams despite the horrificness of the dreams. Which I find interesting. And then we got, which I find interesting that these kind of match. They're both purple. And then we got disappear, decline, die, wither, be forgotten. I keep hearing mudslide with that. So I do feel there's a lot of rain coming, and maybe there's parts of areas that will disappear because mudslides and stuff like that. Interesting. And it may not be in the U.S. either. We're going to find out here in a second. So card 2 is, where will this happen? And we got the Page of Wands. Now, the reason I chose a pip deck for this is because for 2 of these, it doesn't matter what the card is. What matters is what suit it is. So for this question, where will this happen? The wands are south. And that could make sense because south has gotten a lot of weird, crazy weather this year. New Orleans got a whole ton of snow, which they don't see snow. So it makes sense that the flooding could be in the south. And then the card I pulled with that is delivery, transportation, inheritance, escort. And look at that. He's on the water in a boat. So, yeah, I feel like there's something coming. Like, maybe that's their only way of transportation because of the flooding. They're going to be picking people up and rescue them out of the boats. Interesting. I still get a full flooding vibe. Number 3, roughly the time this will happen. And the time frame this will happen, we have the Hermit card now. If we get a Hermit card or a major in this question, it could be in the here and now or an undetermined time or undetermined time. So it could be now that spring is here and everything is starting to thaw out. Like I said, like here we had in 1 week we went from Monday and Tuesday having 48 hours of nothing but snow and had 8 inches on the ground to the end of the week being 60 degrees and the snow was gone. So I feel like something like that is going to happen, where the weather quickly shifts and it's causing these floodings. And because it is springtime, I feel like it could very well be now. Even though right now technically we're still in winter according to the map, but that will change in a couple weeks. We're 18 days away from the first day of spring. So to me, that's still the here and now, regardless. In the month of March, to me, that will happen. So then, number 4 question is, what impact will it have on the world? What impact will it have on the world? And we got justice. And painting, telling a story, conveying emotion, which I find is interesting because it's tied to the cups. Emotions are tied to cups, and water. Decorating, or shaping. And I feel I don't know why the justice is here. It's almost feels like with justice being here, it's almost like, okay, so for decades, people would say that where Katrina hit in Louisiana, I don't know if that's New Orleans or not, I think it is, that it's kind of shaped like a bowl. And at some point, they're going to have a horrific hurricane that's going to wipe out a lot of the area, which happened at some point. Nobody believed it happened. I feel like it's almost this situation here with the Justice card where people have been warned of what's this flooding is going to happen. And either they don't believe it or they just haven't had anything like that ever happen in that location. So they just don't see any reason to protect themselves ahead of time. And I just feel like there is something coming, some kind of flooding coming. Interesting. And I feel like that's the Justice card coming through. It's not like just desserts or anything like that. It's more like the things that will always happen, the things that will have happened in the past will always continue to happen. And the Justice is the way of speaking that truth. Interesting. Yeah, and then the conveying emotion, decorating, shaping. The shaping could be very well because I see mudslides and stuff like that. It being there's so much flooding that in this one area that it's going to be reshaping the landscape in a way. And then painting is the main word on that. I don't see this in a good way. I see painting as people marking an X on a building with paintbrushes, literally, to mark it that they've checked those areas that there's no one in them because there's mass flooding. That's what I see in that card. Interesting. And that's all I got. I hate these world event spreads, but for some reason I'm drawn to do them. Something compels me to do these, and I'm always having horrific nightmares right before I'm compelled to do these, and then I wake up and I feel anxious that I'm not doing. I feel anxious that I didn't do this yesterday on the 1st versus today the 2nd, which is weird. So that's all I got. If you guys have any information on any of this, if this stuff is already starting to happen in your area, let me know in the comments. I really would like feedback on stuff I hear, see, feel, whatever. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, don't hesitate to comment below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And y'all have a good night.